Although India and Japan are poles apart, there are some major similarities in their culture, history, customs, rules, and regulations, and most importantly, their people. In this video, I will talk about 8 similarities between India and Japan. Hi everyone, welcome to Curious with Sama. In this channel, we cover entertainment facts, world facts, mythology, and many more. If any of this interests you, then please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Respecting elders. Both India and Japan give importance to respecting elders. In India, people touch elders' feet to get blessings, while in Japan, this respect is expressed through bows. It is also common in both India and Japan to live in joint families with elders and children and share happiness and sorrow with each other. In these joint families, eldest man is usually the head of the family. Worshipping local deities. Both India and Japan worship nature and its elements like rivers, mountains, oceans, and trees. From ancient times, nature worship is integral to Indian civilization, culture, and religion. It still survives in the country in different forms. India considers 5 elements of nature as primary principles out of which whole physical universe has originated. They are Prithvi, earth, Apa, water, Teja, light, Vayu, air, and Akasha, space. Their worship still continues. Similarly, in Japan, this practice is known as Shintoism. In Japan, it is an animistic religion that regards every element of nature as divine. Mountains, seas, and rivers are all kami, meaning divine spirit of God, as are the sun, the moon, and the North Star. The wind and thunder are also kami. You can observe the personification of these elements and you will find multiple gods and goddesses being worshipped by people in these countries. Removing footwear. In Japan, it is considered customary to remove your shoes before entering certain public and private areas in an effort to keep the space clean and also as a sign of respect. In India, it is also customary for shoes to be taken off before entering others' home. It is often considered by hosts as rude when guests keep their shoes on while inside the house. Clothing. Just like saris for women and dhoti for men is a traditional attire in India, kimono is worn by Japanese men and women. Kimono literally translates to a thing to wear, just like sari and dhoti. Kimono is very difficult to carry, that's why it is usually worn during festivals. Kimonos can be as expensive as Kanjivaram saris. Just like a sari, kimono is also wrapped and has many steps. Using honorifics. Japanese people use honorifics all the time. Some examples of Indian honorifics include Shri for a man, Ji for all, Pandit for a scholar, and Sadhguru for a religious leader. Japanese people use Sama, San, and Sensei. Both countries take these honorifics very seriously and not using them can be considered disrespectful. In both countries, these honorifics symbolize paying respect to people. Martial arts. Both countries carry a rich legacy of martial arts. Thanks to samurai culture portrayed in anime, manga, and other Japanese films, Japanese martial arts forms like judo, kendo, karate, etc. are well known to people, whereas Indian martial arts like pahalwani, kalaripayattu, etc. are lesser known to the world. These martial arts are still practiced in India and Japan. Both countries are taking measures to make people more and more aware of these martial arts. Folk arts. There are many folk dances in India. Bhangra, Kathak, Bharatanatyam, Kathakali are some famous folk dances in India. Kabuki, Nomai, Ponodori, and Jintamai are some of the famous folk dances from Japan. According to experts, there are many similarities between some of these folk dances. One example is the similarity between Kabuki and Kathakali. There are striking similarities between the gestures, costumes, wigs, and makeup used for these two dance forms. Conservative society. The Japanese and Indian cultures might seem pretty conservative to the Western world, and they are, Public display of affection is often looked down upon in most part of India and are also not so welcome in Japan. Hugs and kisses between opposite genders as casual greetings are a big no-no in both countries. So that's a wrap from today's video, and if you liked our content, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon.